what's up? So I have updated the CoC Ice Spear build. Okay, this is with the additional upgrades of NIMIS, Headhunter, Mageblood, and all the very expensive units. Okay, so as usual, I will go through some of the clips of me mapping and bossing with various versions of the build, and then I will just quickly go through the POB with the skill tree, skill gems, and items. For the leveling guides, you can always go to my Google Sheet and just take any of the league starter that I have listed there for that particular class. Okay, so with the recent updates on the NIMIS, this bad build is actually both a super powerful mapper and a bosser right now. Okay, you have very powerful mapping experience. I would say it is probably better than Ice Nova. I've actually played the build for quite some time already, just that I'm trying to fix a little stuff here and there, and I can tell you that this is a very fabulous mapper. Okay, it exceeded way above my expectations, and in terms of single target, I don't have to say anything else. If you have NIMIS, you are basically dealing more than double damage. Okay, the estimated cost of the build is still the same. The default will be 50 div, and NIMIS and the other upgrades will depend on the current market value. So currently NIMIS I think is sitting at about 35 to 40 divine, Headhunter about 100 divine, and Mageblood at 300 divine. Okay, so if there's anything that you should avoid farming with this build is Expedition. Okay, because Expedition you will probably need to see a lot of the remnants. There are a lot of remnants that you need to avoid, such as you can't crit, you can't leech, I would not do avoid ailments also, and stuff like that. Right, and this is the Headhunter variant. Alright, giving you a quick glimpse of it. Just one map. Okay, I'm gonna rush the boss first. Apparently I have no idea why am I killing stuff along the way. Okay, let's go melt the boss, and it's dead. Easy. The Headhunter version is gonna give you a lot more tankiness, especially when you are actually, you know, soaking up a lot of those rare buffs. Okay. And yeah, it feels really nice when you have Soul Eater, right? Who doesn't like Soul Eater? So good. Okay, we have another one here. Increased quality of items found. Come on, die. Okay. Wait, is there a... Oh no, okay, let me just read a quick one. Oh, I can't take this. Never ever take the power charge. Reward altar. Right, otherwise it is a complete fail run. Okay, the harvest is here. We'll come back later. Oh, we got another harbinger here. Clear it. +1 ancient shard. It's a bit sad, but okay. Okay, let me just take this first. Okay, quickly popping. Oh, we got quite a number of nice corn altar over here. Yeah, it isn't as fast as the Mageblood. Okay, that is something that you have to know, because Mageblood is gonna give you like additional effects, movement speed from the flask, on permanent onslaught, and stuff like that. So you can't really compare the speed to Mageblood, alright? But what it can offer you is a good amount of defensive layers. The moment, like I said, the moment you start getting all of the stacks of Headhunter buff, okay, you will be actually much tankier than the Mageblood. Yeah, as long as around 20 stacks. Yeah, I think as long as you are around 20 stacks, you should be really tanky, man. Okay, there we go. This is it. Let's just finish up and go to the harvest, and I will show you how it feels like. Okay, but ultimately I still will say the mage blood is really more like for the bossing kind. Okay, it is so easy for bossing. It gives you so much ease and stuff in bossing. You don't have to worry about flasks and stuff like that. Okay, let's do this round of harvest. We have 1 and 2. Take more rest. Let's go. Duplicate some rare monsters for me. And there we go, we have 3. Nice. That's quite a good amount of buffs over there. 1 and 1. Okay, let's take this. Right. Done. Okay. And you can see it's actually still pretty easy, alright. It's very easy with the headhunter also. Okay, clear this up. Ooh, nice amount of rare monsters. I think this should be our last. Okay, we got 2 rare monsters right here. The sad thing about this is it doesn't really show exactly what are the buffs you get. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate. Otherwise, it would be really nice. Oh, we have 1 more here. 1 last one. Oh, damn, no rest. It is the last one. But you see, even with all the buffs, right, from the reward altar, you are still able to go strong in this build. Okay, that's because it is like the headhunter is giving you so much buffs. Okay, let me show you what are the mods that I actually gotten from there. So you see, minus 51 cold rest, minus 42 lightning resist, minus 44 physical damage reduction, all damage can sap, chance to sap, nearby enemy gain 100% of feast as cold as lightning, drop shock ground, frenzy charge, I don't care, endurance charge, I don't care, damage ailment reflected back to you, I also don't care, projectile fire in random direction, I am already firing in random directions. So it's just the first 3. Yeah, first 3 line, and the nearby enemies gain so and so extra damage. Even with this, we are still going to go strong with Headhunter. Alright, so this is the Mage Blood version. I'm going to give you a quick glance on how it feels like. Okay, it's pretty different from the Headhunter. You're going to go super fast, like really very fast. Okay, but like I mentioned, in terms of overall DPS, definitely the Mage Blood is more powerful in terms of speed as well. However, if you are mapping, probably the Headhunter is on the same level. Okay, Headhunter probably just gives you more defensive buffs, which is kind of nice if your map is starting to get a little bit rippy, like after you take all of the player nodes and stuff like that. Okay, and it's really very fast. Okay, it's really so fast with Mage Blood that it feels so good. You don't really have to scale your attack speed or whatsoever, and that's the nice little part about Mage Blood. Okay, but not everyone might like it, so it really depends on personal preference sometimes. Let's see, divination cards duplicated. Hope I can clear first. I'm gonna go back. Is there anything here? Nope. One wrong. Okay, there's a harvest in this map, so it's just nice. I can show you guys how it works or it fares with harvest as well. Nice. I am not gonna do the ritual, just very quick run through. Oh yeah, and with the Mage Blood, right, I can guarantee you your maps are going to be a lot way faster. because you just move so fast, everything is just going to speed up. Your clear, how you travel from one place to another, and stuff like that. Okay, let me finish up here. Okay, this part is done. So yeah, if you are going to want to run long maps, right? Actually, the mageblood is pretty nice. Okay, let's finish up the map and go to harvest. Okay, done. We have one more coins. Okay, done. I think this is almost the last of it. Is it? Let's check. Yep, the last of it. Okay. And here we go. This is how it looks like on harvest. Okay, just one simple content. I'm pretty sure you can do other stuff also, like Legion and all of the juice maps. I did not really test it on like Simulacrum and stuff, but I am pretty sure it is able to do at least until stage 28 or 29. But of course, if you want to play Simulacrum, then definitely headhunter will be better, or even like those very juice up maps. Okay. Alright, so fast. The single target damage is just, it's just too good, man. With the correct amount of pierce, everything is just gonna die instantly. I had lots of fun playing with this in the Sanctum also. Is that all? Is that all? Alright, that is all. Okay, alright guys, I'm gonna show you how it fares with Sirus, okay? Just a very simple boss gameplay. I can tell it's gonna be so easy. Just hopefully the storm doesn't do anything funny. Right. First phase is done. That fast. The damage, the single target damage for this build is seriously off the roof. Okay, I don't know how to explain, but yeah. It's just because of NIMIS, okay? NIMIS is the real reason why it is so strong right here. Alright, phase 2 is done. Just like that. It's like just 1 second worth of damage and he has gone to another phase. Where is he? Can I go in? Oh, can I? Nice here. Alright, phase 3 is done. Just the last phase, okay? So I don't think it's easy to down him straight when you go into the last phase, but the damage is strong enough the moment you see him again, okay? You're probably just gonna melt him in a few seconds. Where is that guy? Oh, he's slowly coming towards here. He's slowly coming towards here. Okay. Yeah, I really don't think I am able to burst him down on straight away on the first phase. Okay, I don't think it's possible. There you go, he has reduced damage and stuff like that. Okay. Oh. I went out and then I went back into the pit. Okay, that was too meme. That was my bad over there. That wasn't supposed to happen. Let's get out. Find him. Where is he? Oh. Okay, I can probably burst him down right here already. Where is he? Oh no. That's really hard, man. Where is he? Oh, I'm not gonna make the same mistake. And there we go. Like that, just like that. Okay, and the Google Sheet has already been updated. This is the particular role for it. Okay, you can just click over the link and the POB is over here. So on to the link. This is like the whole entire buy list, alright? Please take note of the notes. As usual, I've included the column on how to craft for some of your items, alright? Of course, not every single one of them, because if they are uniques, there are nothing to craft, okay? So just basically read through the notes really carefully before you purchase anything. I have listed down most of the important notes that you will need to take note of, okay? All the way to the bottom, and this will basically be the upgrade section after you have completed the main build. Alright, if you want to further upgrade, like buying a NIMIS, headhunter, stuff like that, they are all over here, okay? Please take note, and the gems are over there as well. Sorry. So yeah, and as for leveling guides, if you want a leveling guide, just use my Stormbrand or Arc for Assassin over here, okay? This is like the easiest, I would say. It is to play and to level up. And then once you reach level 80, you can just respec into the high budget. Alright, so this is the POB. We're going to take a quick glance at the stats of this build. You can see for this build, we will have roughly around 150 mana, okay, unreserved mana. So you have plenty of mana to actually dish out all your skills. Energy shield around more than 5,000, okay, you should have at least more than 5,000. Armor is going to be about 21k or so. You're going to have about 80% damage reduction, nearly there, okay? 86 is because I'm using the Determination Watcher's Eye, but not everybody will be able to get that, so yeah. And chaos resistance around 70 as well, and all your other resistance capped. So this chaos resistance is only provided you are able to find other sources of chaos resist on your rare gears, right? And DPS, we are going to have about 32 million, okay? This is the updated version, 32 million. This is without NIMIS, so please take note when you're actually calculating your DPS. You have to always put on first form all projectiles, not second form, okay? Because when the projectiles fly out, unless you are it is far away, then it will be second form. But otherwise, when you're at close range, it will always be on first form. Please take note of that. Alright, and there are various levels of the skill tree. So this is the level 95 variant. I have the level 90 and the level 101 as well. I will put in the level 80 also if you really want to start playing early, alright? And please take note, there is two trees specifically for Mage Blood, okay? Because when you are running Mage Blood, you don't really need a lot of things, so please change them accordingly, alright? I'll go through the skill gems right now, okay? So first up, we have our 16 CoC Ice Spear. So Cyclone, Awaken cast on Critical Strike. Ice Spear, Inspiration, Divergent 1, please. Increase critical damage and anomalous GMP, right? So Divergent this is mandatory, okay? If you don't have this, you will have mana issues, alright? This is really, really very important. The GMP also, why anomalous? Because Ice Spear actually consumes much more mana. Okay, it consumes much more mana than Ice Nova, so we really, really need to reduce as much mana as possible to actually dish out all the Ice Spear that are available. And not only that, we have to take into consideration for our other skills that we are actually casting in conjunction with Ice Spear. Alright, so this is it. And the other one, the other common question I get is, why Ice Spear 2120? Isn't Anomalous the better one? Yes, of course, Anomalous is the better one. The question is, can you afford a 2120 Anomalous Ice Spear or not? Right? So if you were to ask me, this 2120 default Ice Spear is more than enough, because we have pierce projectiles at elsewhere on our equipments as well. Okay, next is the Cosmic Trigger. Creeping Frost, guys, this is, I would say, mandatory on it as well. There are players that come and ask me, why not Freezing Pulse, why not maybe Ice Nova, Frostbolt, or other skills, okay? The reason is very simple. Creeping Frost creates chill ground. When the monsters step on the chill ground, they basically have their action speed lower or attack speed lower, okay? They are basically moving slower as well. And this gives us the opportunity to actually hit them first before they can actually hit us. So basically, we're gonna freeze them, chill them, whatsoever. And this is, you can take this like sort of a small defensive layer, okay? But to me, I don't feel this is a small defensive layer. This is actually very big because they will not be able to hit us before that. Alright, so basically we will either kill them first before they actually land a hit on us. Right, that's why Creeping Frost is really very important, okay? Frost Bomb, literally there just for the cold exposure. And the new changes is Frostbite. So now we're going to put Frostbite on our cosplay. I basically have removed Vortex Awaken, Hex Touch, and Frostbite because I'm no longer using that skill. Okay, so I will need some sort of automation for Frostbite, and that's why it is on the cosplay trigger right now. Arcane Surge has been moved over to Frostblink, so we still have Arcane Surge, alright? And next is our Aura, Determination, Purity Elements, Hatred, nothing new. Defiance Banner, Vow, Discipline, Precision, and Herald of Ice. Okay, this is still the same. And our Aura tree is of course Summon, Skaterbox, and Bone Chill. All this is still the same. Cast when damage taken, please make sure it's at level 1, Molten Shard at level 10, so that when you take just the bare minimum number of damage, you will trigger Molten Shard, and this is going to give you an immense amount of effective life, okay? If you don't have Molten Shard, okay, let me just show you, alright? Look at my effective hit pool now, is 121, right? If I remove Molten Shard, that's a whopping more than 50% decrease. That is a lot. That's why Molten Shard is so good when you're scaling with armor. It gives you a lot more tankiness with it, okay? Yes, of course it is not full uptime, but we will want to proc it as much as possible. Even small little hits that can proc your CWDT is also very good. Okay, so this is the new skill right here. Okay, it is basically Mark on Hit. Okay, the Mark on Hit Sniper's Mark is our new go-to second curse right here. Because we are using Ice Spear are projectiles. This is really very good. With the Sniper's Mark, right, your cursed enemies basically take 41% increased damage, okay? It is not you are dishing out 41% increased damage. It's the enemies are taking 41% more damage. There is a difference between these two. So basically this is literally just 41% increased damage from all sources of projectile hit. And the second line projectiles which hit cursed enemies split towards 5 additional targets. So let's say if you have a pack of monsters, alright, and there is one rare monster sitting there, you hit it with an Ice Spear. The Ice Spear was basically project outwards to 5 more enemies, okay? You can just think of it as a chain target, chain plus 5. To, of course, different monsters, of course, not the same one. Okay, and of course the last one is the Frostblink Arcane Surge like I mentioned before. Alright, and the last important thing to discuss is basically your items. Okay, the items, there are 4 different variants. So you got to listen very carefully because they are different. Alright, first of all is the default one. I think everyone probably know this is your base requirement to actually play this build. So we have the Cosplay. Please make sure it is at 14% increased attack speed. And the Harvest Enchant is important now because we are going to craft attack speed 1% attack speed per 8% quality. So minimum you will need 24% quality on it. Okay, and this increased attack speed basically increases our base attack speed from Cosplay Malaise instead of the overall increased attack speed. Okay, so this is really important. Prism Guardian is just as usual, get as high dex as possible. Helmet is also the same, alright, so +1 to maximum power charge and nearby enemies have -9 cold resistance. Over here you want to have +30 strength, okay, this is because it is really very hard to find strength elsewhere, alright, so I basically put it over here. I will need like exactly 30 strength. So if you do not want to have 30 strength, it is fine. Or if you actually can cover your strength elsewhere, then you can benchcraft this. You can benchcraft other things on this. Either ES or 1+1 pierce is also fine. Alright. Chevron wrapping, nothing much to say. Your gloves, this is the same gloves as we saw before. It is basically the incursion glove with 1 ES mod and 2 cold resist mod, and of course a free prefix for you to craft the projectile pierce and additional target. Okay, this is really important, especially if you want to map with this character. Right, the Searing Exarch and the Eater of World is just as shown. 15% chance to unnerf and projectile pierce +1. Okay, boost is the same. Your cooldown recovery plus tailwind. Amulet is just Chayula with Whispers of the Doom, and this is the new changes. Okay, so first is the ring with attribute and cold damage. Okay, basically we are going to put cold damage right here, but if you do not want the cold damage, you can also put the strength over here. I basically just spam the essence of deafening essence of hatred, so that I have this increased cold damage on it. Okay, the reason why I put it on here is because if we want to transit into NIMIS, I can replace this ring straight away without changing any other thing. Okay, I will show you guys later. So they are all parts and parcels of these like puzzle pieces that I actually swap out later. Okay, so this is the ring, and we don't really need the minus this non-channeling skill and minus 7 to mana cost, but if you want, then by all means you can do it as well if you feel the damage is more than enough. Okay, ring 2 is basically your attribute plus attack speed, so you will need a very high amount of dex over here, preferably 40, minimum 40 maximum energy shield and 6% attack speed. Okay, 6 is the middle number for the range, and of course your non-channeling skills have minus 7. This is one of the rings that is mandatory for this also. Okay, belt is just your cooldown recovery belt with strength and maximum energy shield. Chaos resistance is a bonus, but if you are going to essence craft this, you will definitely have the chaos resistance. Okay, flask is the same, quicksilver with spell damage leech, diamond with crit, granite with armor, and amethyst with reduced effect of curse. If you are going to do bossing, then replace this with silver flask so that you have onslaught at full uptime. Alright, so that's for this, and of course dying sun. Okay, next I will go through the jewels later. Okay, so basically let me go through first. So the jewels is very simple. Okay, you have only one large caster jewel, which is the cold damage one, and blanketed snow is not mandatory. You can get other stuff like blast freeze, inspire oppression, cold to the core. They all work as well. Okay, blanketed snow is just the best. Right, and next we want to have one projectile cluster, and of course one projectile cluster with eye to eye and repeater, and one crit cluster with pressure points and getaway. Okay, and for our base jewel, we just need one with 2% reservation efficiency of skills, 7% attack speed with swords. Okay, this one is very easy to get with just one line of crit multiplier. You can find it very easily. Either 2% increased reserve efficiency of skills or corrupted blood, it is fine as well. Okay, it's very easy. Next is just your pure talent. Okay, you can get corrupted blood on this or reservation efficiency, it doesn't matter. You can just swap around the corrupted implicits of this. So why pure talent is because we just need the small little bit of crit remaining, otherwise we are going to have like 92 or 94%, and pure talent is going to help us cover up this crit completely. Okay, because it is 0.5% chance base chance to critical strike chance. Okay, so it's really very good. And finding one with corrupted blood is probably going to solve us the problem of the corrupted implicits. Right, and the rest of jewel is just basically your thread of hope. There is the energy shield, energy from within. I'm sorry, for more ES over here. Watcher Sight is over here, and Unnatural Instinct is also at the bottom. And the new changes is basically Militant Fate. I have actually put Militant Fate on the right now because we are going to take more nodes over here. Okay, more nodes means more devotion. More devotion means basically more damage and more your mana cost of skills. Alright, so this is the new Militant Fate. I've actually replaced it with elemental damage and cost of skills. Alright, if you don't have the cost of skills, let me just show you. Okay, this is Ice Spear. Ice Spear each is 4 mana right now. Let me find the Militant Fate. Okay, if I were to replace the cost of skill, let's say with something else first. Okay, this elemental resistance. Look, it's gonna cost us 50 more mana per second. That is really a lot. Okay, so that is why I think this is quite important as well. You will need it. You will actually need it also. So mana cost of skills, And yeah, this is basically for your default base build. Alright, I'm gonna go over with the NIMIS now. So NIMIS is just very simple. You just need to replace the first ring. Okay, just replace the first ring. I don't expect you to change any other thing else because they are all in place. There's a reason why I made the items in this manner, so that you don't have to swap out or recraft any of your items. Alright, so take note of this. And when you are using NIMIS, the calculations is not exactly accurate, okay, but you can actually change this count to 2. If I am not wrong, it should be this way, because why the projectiles are going to come back to you, and basically that is the amount of damage you're going to do for single target, right? So you can change this to 2, change it on your own. Alright, and next is the NIMIS plus headhunter. So NIMIS is the first upgrade. The second is with a headhunter. When you are playing a headhunter, I will need you to buy new stuffs, which is basically your cast on crit level 6, and of course your elevated cooldown recovery boost. You need to have at least 18%. Okay, this is the base requirement for you to play with a headhunter or a mageblood. Alright, awaken cast on crit level 6 and elevated cooldown recovery boots. Okay, and next is if any of you want to play NIMIS with mageblood, this is different. Okay, there are a lot of changes. So the changes over here is basically those that I've listed with the bracket MB. This is to show that what are the changes that you need to change on playing a mageblood. Okay, so first of all is our cost speed. We do not need the attack speed enchant anymore, so this is going to change to grant 1% increase elemental damage per 2% quality. Okay, this is the first change. Second change, I would want you to change projectile pierce and additional target. Okay, this is important. Alright, actually this is for NIMIS as well, so please take note. I will do the changes afterwards. Gloves also, I mean boots. Alright, since we are going to have permanent onslaught because of the flask, you do not need the onslaught anymore, so I will just recommend you to change. But if you are lazy, then it doesn't matter. Alright, it's just different benchcraft. Rings, this has completely changed. Okay, you will need to craft, I will suggest you to craft one of this ring with chaos resistance, basically amethyst ring, and you need dex, 30 dex, energy shield, and basically high amount of strength. Okay, that is the 3 mod you need: dex, high amount of strength, and energy shield. These 3. Okay, chaos resistance is a bonus if you can get, otherwise it doesn't matter. Alright, and the last one is, for the flask, please follow this very very carefully. Okay, your quicksilver, you will need to have the increased effect from both implicit, the enchant, I think it's instilling orb, right? I think it should be instilling orb, I cannot remember, sorry. Enkindling orb, I'm sorry, enkindling orb. Please use the enkindling orb. And of course you want to have the increased effect and the reduced mana cost of skills during effect. This is a benchcraft quicksilver flask. You can only obtain this from Katarina by doing betrayal league mechanics. Okay, so if you don't have this, you can probably just go and buy it on TFT or just buy it on the trade market. Okay, next is our diamond flask. We of course want to have crit, granite flask for armor, and the last one is no longer amethyst flask, so this is silver flask right now with I think 60% reduced effect is also more than enough. Okay, with this flask, right, you're gonna have permanent onslaught and complete immunity to curses. 2 of this all in one flask. Alright, Dying Sun is still there, and this I'm going to change to mageblood, so you can see those with the bracket MB is the one that you need to change. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go through the jewels. Our reservation efficiency jewel, basically on either one of the jewel, you only need 4% attack speed right now. Okay, with 4% attack speed, you are going to have, over here, let me show you. See, you have 71% attack speed, and this is just nice. Okay, this is just nice for the build, so take note of that. And the other cluster, the other base jewel, you can just go for the corrupted blood with 2 or 3 damage mods. Okay, it doesn't have to be the crit multiplier. Okay, and the next change is basically a projectile damage cluster. So this has changed. We no longer, oh where is it? Oh, it's here. We no longer need the crit jewel. The crit medium cluster jewel. Okay, so we are not going to replace with another projectile cluster jewel with eye to eye and aerodynamics. Aerodynamics basically gives you +1 to pierce. We're gonna need as much pierce as possible so that when you are mapping, it feels really good. Okay, it feels extremely good. So I would say the minimum pierce you will need is basically +4. Okay, I don't know or I don't care where you get it from, but I would suggest at least a +4. So you can probably get +2 from boots. Your helmet enchant is like 1. Your glove enchant is like maybe 1 also. Alright, anomalous ice spear, if you can get it, is also +2 and stuff like that. Alright, I'll leave it to you to settle where you actually want to get it from. Okay, alright, and last but not least, this is the notes section. I really appreciate if you guys can read through first before asking me any questions, or if you have any problems, because there are so many players that have asked me so many different questions before, and I have always continued to compile it over here. Alright, so these are like really the common question asked. Unless you really still have problems or you don't understand what is going on over here, then please come over to my Discord and of course ask me or anybody else over there. We are all pretty nice and friendly. Alright, of course the mods that you should not want to do is over here. Alright, monsters reflect any damage. Now that we don't have any source of immunity to reflect damage, we can't do this. No leech, non-curse aura also. Please remove this. This is very dangerous. You won't have enough accuracy, no damage, no ES as well. There's just too many things. Okay, less cooldown recovery rate, this is also not possible. Otherwise you're just gonna dish out like only 60% or 40% of your damage. Alright, and of course suppress spell damage, basically you're gonna deal like half of your damage only. Okay, so let me see if I can find the cooldown recovery here. No, this is not. No, I don't think they have a less cooldown recovery, but yeah. So what happens is, if you're actually doing this less cooldown recovery rate, right, I can just show you a very quick example. How much do we have? Okay, maybe I'll just do a normal cast on crit. Okay, normal cast on crit, because we don't have the cooldown recovery anymore. Look at that, our damage is just half. Okay, just half. It is very dangerous. So please, 1 second, yeah, so please do not do those mods. Okay, they are very dangerous. And okay, that comes to the end of this video. So if you have any questions, do join the Discord and I will try to answer your questions. And if you like my video, do remember to hit the like and subscribe button. I will see you in the next one.